today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is the National Football League. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 39 yards for Aaron Jones. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers caught by Cobb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run on first down. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And again, it's Rodgers. Finding some room at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he shifts past him. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 44 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially